Hello.
Hello.
Hi, I'm Kylie.
Hi, I'm Shandy.
Hi, I'm Craig. And this is
Seance with my siblings.
Haunted Funeral Homes and Mortuaries edition.
Welcome to the seance.
Ooh, we're just getting into it today.
Rah, rah.
Woo. Rah.
Ooh.
Hello,
All
everyone.
right.
Hello.
Hello.
Ghost updates?
I don't have any, but if you guys do.
We do.
We do.
We had
Hell
one
yeah.
yesterday together.
Yes.
Hell yeah, brother.
Do you want? We've got a Marilyn roll
Marilyn wants to
around.
start.
Oh, she's gonna bite. Don't
It's
bite.
okay. It's okay.
Bite.
Okay. So, if you
She's
have not
overstimulated.
listened to the podcast, Jaunty Haunts, this is your sign to go listen to the podcast, Jaunty Haunts.
It's a fun time. It's a good time.
It's a fun time. It's a good
Really.
time. So, in May,
We were on Jaunty Haunt's podcast yesterday. She is a very gifted medium.
yeah,
Yeah. And we just, like, at the beginning of the interview, I just asked, like, hey, if you see anything or anyone, if you see anyone or anything, like, please let us know. And she's like, okay, you want to know everything? I'm like, yes. Yep. We're not scared. Tell us. And so we were sitting here and I was talking about the Springville house and talking about the scariest incident where my foot got pulled in the middle of the night. And she just kind of, like, her eyes
yeah,
get
she sits
big.
back and she's like,
Ooh.
I don't mean to scare you, but can I tell you something? Or like something along those lines.
Yeah.
And she's like, there is something standing between you guys right now,
It's not touching you.
but it's looking down at Shandy and it's smiling. Like it liked
Ew.
that she was talking about
Ew.
it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and then later me and you were talking and you're like, oh, remember that thing that stood over me?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It may or may not be the same thing, but it also gave like weird lurky standing over vibes.
Mm-hmm. And when I was telling Peter about it when he got home yesterday, the first thing he said was, oh, like that thing that was standing over Kylie.
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes. Spooky, spooky. And I wonder.
And it came back another time too while we were visiting with her. So it popped in
Ooh.
twice. So
Yeah.
it'll be interesting to see in the video if any other mediums can see it or if anything like happens.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that's spooky.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. So tune in May for
Well,
Jaunty
and
Haunts.
before, like, get caught up.
Yes. Listen so that by the time it comes out, you're all caught up.
Yeah. And if you're not listening to Ghost Gossip yet, go listen.
Go listen to Ashley.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. And if you don't know about, is it the Haunted Shed, the Spooky Shed?
The Spooky Shed.
Go listen to
Spooky
him
Shed.
too. He's got
Yeah.
a fantastic accent.
Yes, he does.
And he has some really interesting guests.
He does.
So
He
yeah,
does.
those are our ghost updates and pod
Yeah.
recommendations.
Also, if I also just found another podcast. If you're
Ooh.
interested in tattoos,
Oh
and
yeah.
the
Ooh.
creepy and weird history of tattoos, go listen to Tattooology by Ivy Boyd.
She's a person who wrote us in a very good
Yes.
story. What episode was that? Was it our
It was our
Halloween
Halloween
listener stories?
Yes.
Go listen to Ivy's chilling tale on our Halloween listener stories if you haven't.
Yes.
Anyway,
Yeah.
okay.
I also have a
Hell
ghost
yeah.
update.
Oh, yes.
Ooh, yes.
Hurry.
Okay. This is actually a Stella May the Haunted Doll update.
Mm.
It's a banger.
It's a banger. So I was sitting on my couch watching the YouTube as I do.
As we're all guilty
And
of.
out of the corner of my eye, so the layout of my like dining kitchen area is the couch is on the farthest left side and the door and the table are on the farthest right side. So I'm on this farthest left couch, and at the door, I see a short, like transparentish figure that looks like a little girl walk from the door to where Stella May is and disappear. I don't see it like directly on. This is all like out of the corner of my eye, but I could tell it was a little girl. I could tell she had curly hair, and the feeling in the room kind of like shifted.
Mm-hmm. She's definitely a little trickster.
Mm-hmm.
She likes to fuck around.
She does.
Oh, that sounds gross. No.
Yeah.
So how did the energy change? Tell us more.
Oh, okay. Tell me more. Tell me more.
Like, does he have a car?
Pop, pop. Okay, we'll stop singing now.
I'll never stop singing.
So it wasn't like bad or like evil feeling or anything.
Mhm.
It's just like kind of when you realize that you're not alone.
Oh, like it just
anymore.
shifts.
Mm.
Yeah.
Feels someone else
like there's
is there.
someone else here.
Okay.
Yes.
Mm.
And that's like the whole reason that I kind of like
Looked over in
yeah.
the first place. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, chills.
Spooky, spooky.
Yeah. That doll.
She's
Freaking Chantel.
I know.
I brought this haunted
No.
doll home. I'm going to keep it in my room.
actually
No,
Kylie.
Actually,
Here, you take it. I don't want
You-
anything to do with
Take it
That-
over to your haunted house.
Yeah. So now we've got Stella May and the Lurky Boy.
I haven't seen our little gray orb friend in
I
a
haven't
long
seen that in a
time.
while either.
It's like for a while I was seeing it at work even.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
No.
know.
Oh, I guess I kind of have another ghost update.
Oh, okay.
So on our TV, it has this little section you can go to click on recently used apps.
Hmm.
And the Sesame Street app keeps being first. None of us watch we don't watch Sesame Street. Like my youngest is 10 and he's very much never was into Sesame Street, right?
Yes.
But consistently when we turn on the TV and you look down at the recently used apps, there it is, Sesame Street, front and center.
Interesting.
Yeah. And
Interesting.
when
That is
me and
interesting.
Kylie were talking about it.
Yeah. So I made the connection. Shandy had been talking like, why would Nathan or anyone
Yeah.
here do that? And I
Mm.
was like, maybe it's Addie.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Oh,
Addie
maybe.
loved Sesame Street. She loved like the Oscar the Grouch
Mm-hmm.
movie. And so I was like,
So
maybe.
yeah.
Maybe.
So Addie's a cousin to us,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
like I was so much older than her. I was like, I was her aunt, right? You get some more
Yeah.
aunt uncle
Yeah.
status, like
Mhm.
nephew status, but she had a rare genetic problem with her myelination of her nerves in her brain, like her
Her myelin
myelin
sheaths
sheaths,
were
right.
deteriorating.
Yes. And so she passed away really young, and we all miss her. And I'm like, oh my gosh, is she coming back to say hi?
Maybe.
Oh.
Who knows? I don't know.
Maybe.
If anybody out there is sensitive and is getting any like vibes, let us know.
Let us know.
Anyway, that's it for my house.
Spooky, spooky.
Uh,
Okie dokies.
Okie dokie, Craig.
when do we get to be Utah's most haunted podcast? Can we say that now?
Soon.
Maybe. Probably.
Potentially now.
Just Utah.
Just Utah.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Sorry. On to the
Okie
mortuaries.
dokie. On to the mortuaries. All right, so I have a story from U/SHHHHIIM562. So I'm 562. Okay. My grandpa was a mortician for a small town in the late 60s. The morgue was attached to the house that my mom lived in. One day, her boyfriend Tom came over to the house and oh gosh. And no one was home. They had been dating for a while, and he was comfortable going inside and waiting for my mom to come home. On the day, or On the way into the house, Tom noticed that the door and windows into the morgue were open, so he checked it out, found it empty, closed everything, and went into the house. A few minutes later, he heard a loud slamming noise. He ran to the morgue to see what was wrong and found that the doors and windows had been thrown fully open. He got out of there as quick as he could. When he told my grandpa about what happened, my grandpa just calmly explained that they had picked up a deceased woman that was that morning visiting with, or wait, that morning, and the spirit were there welcoming her and visiting with her. Next time,
Ooh.
Tom should just leave the doors and windows open.
Everybody's
That's a
coming to the party.
crazy
Leave
one.
the windows open.
Yeah, leave the windows open. We need to welcome in this new spirit.
Hmm.
Hmm.
I love that the funeral director's like, yeah,
Just leave it
This
open.
like
happens. Just leave the
this is an exercise in futility. Just stop.
Yeah. That's funny, actually.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What would you do if you came home to your apartment and all of the doors and windows were just open?
That would be crazy. That would freak me out so
I kind
much.
of
I
have.
would.
You have?
Ooh.
Yep. And the long, long ago when I was married to Paul and we lived on Center Street in the was it the McKnight Mansion? The Knight
The
Mansion.
McMansion.
No, it was
The
the Knight
McMansion.
Mansion. We had a studio apartment in this huge old mansion that had been turned into apartments. And we went to the movies and we came home and our front door was open and we like had a door out onto this dumb balcony thing that had no railings, so it was very scary.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And that was open too, and we promptly shat ourselves and was like, I don't even know what to do.
Ooh.
So yeah,
Spooky.
That is
everything
spooky.
was locked when we left.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's
Yeah.
What
No.
if there was someone
makes
in
it-
I
the
know.
house?
I bet.
Ooh.
Oh
No,
my
and that's
god, what if there was someone in
because
there?
nothing like that ever happened again.
Ooh.
And I think we interrupted them, luckily, and they just like fled out the back because the back patio thing had a little spiral staircase down to the ground.
Oh,
This was
shit.
on the second story.
The second story shit.
But the thing is, the front door, anybody could just come in. Like it was not locked. So the front door to this house, anybody could come in and like the locks were old. You could
Oh.
pick them. If you knew how to pick a lock, it would
You
be
could easily
easy.
pick it.
Yes. This is not like high tech.
Yeah.
Lowest tech security of all.
R.I.P.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
So it wasn't a ghost,
Ooh,
it's
that is
most
spooky.
likely a person. And
That's
they
Even
worse.
worse.
they were shit out of luck though. We didn't have anything to steal.
Jokes on
We were
them.
broke as fuck. And our TV was so heavy. Good luck stealing that dinosaur.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
was it like
like
one
the
of those
big
huge,
box?
like, yeah.
That had like a DVD and VHS
Oh, damn.
player.
A dinosaur.
A
wild.
dinosaur.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you wouldn't be able to get that shit
No.
without another person.
No.
Anyway,
Oh, that's wild. All right.
tangent.
Story numero dos. End of life doula here. So,
Nebula.
a doula. So, many of my clients have had loved ones who already have passed come to walk them through the veil. It's really neat and reassuring when a dying client greets their loved one. I had one lady insist she had been bedbound for weeks, that she was going shopping with her sister in a couple of or in parentheses, she had been bedbound for weeks. That she had gone shopping with her sister in a couple days. She must so much so that she was ready for her when her sister arrived. She had her purse and shoes. The last morning, she was verbal. She woke up and said to the empty doorway, "Oh, sister is here. I told you we were going." Her sister had been gone for years. She passed away that evening. It happened more often than it doesn't. It happens more often than it doesn't, and is such a source of comfort for me.
That
That's
gave
just a
me
short and sweet
chills.
one.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
That's
Mhm.
always comforting.
And she knew that her
Mhm.
sister
She knew,
was
yeah,
leaving.
she
But she
knew.
wasn't scared. She was
Mm-mm.
excited. Like, we're gonna go shopping.
Let's go shopping. Oh my god, imagine afterlife shopping.
Oh, just get whatever you
Just
want.
get
Ooh.
whatever you want. That'd be fun.
That would be fun. Then you go to Disneyland.
Yep.
Mhm.
Afterlife goals.
Afterlife goals. Hell yeah.
Hashtag afterlife goals.
Yes.
I think we're the only ones using that hashtag.
All right. So another one is by Devious Diesel 25. I worked in a morgue one time. I worked in a morgue one time. One of the bodies sat up, looked at me, and then died again. I don't know
Oh
what.
shit.
Yeah, no, I
I don't
would
believe that.
lose my marbles.
I don't want to believe that.
I don't want it. I don't know what happened that day, but I quit and now do construction. I did some research and it said the body could just have been twitching or reenacting muscle memory, but
Or they weren't
that's
dead
the end of it.
yet.
But they
And then
weren't,
they
or they
were,
weren't
and
dead
then they
yet, and then they
were.
or they
were,
were, and then they weren't, and then they were.
and then they were. Yeah, that's a short one, but it's like when the
Mm,
corpse, like there are stories of like corpses just like moving from the
mhm.
gases and muscle twitches, but
Yeah.
still spooky and scary nonetheless.
Lauren the mortician has a video like kind of debunking this myth that
Mm,
bodies can just like sit like straight up and
like
like look
fully
alive and like
up,
open their eyes
yeah,
again and stuff or
no.
whatever. It's a good video.
Mm, yeah, no, that's a little much for muscle twitches.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. But yeah, that I would probably I would not go work construction. I would just get over
No.
it and
Yeah.
continue working
Yeah,
in
just work with
mortuary.
the corpses. Yeah.
I'm
Would you
too.
guys work at a mortuary?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think so, actually. I
You
don't think
don't
I
think
could do it.
so?
Mm-mm.
I think I've already thought about becoming a death doula. Like, I
Mm,
wished my
mm.
mom would have had one when she was passing. And that
Oh,
was working
yeah.
with her, like, to help her make peace with
Mm,
dying.
mm.
I think she would have had a better death. But the
Yeah,
certification programs are fucking crazy expensive, and it's not like they're really accredited.
Oh,
So that's
that's
like an
right. It
expensive
can be hard to
paper
find.
at the end of it.
Uh-huh.
that's not even
Yeah.
accredited by any
Yeah.
certifying body.
Yeah, like, you can't
Mm.
go to, like, a therapy agency and be like, "Oh, but no, I'm, like, a licensed death doula," or
So what gives
whatever.
them the authority to be offering these certifications?
I don't know. That's the question, isn't it?
Mm,
That's the question. And
that's
then
the
that means they're
question.
not regulated, so what are they teaching people?
Exactly.
Exactly.
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
Suspicious.
because I seriously looked into it,
Suspicious.
and at the time I looked into it, that is the information I found. Could it
Ooh.
be not true now? Could they have, these schools become accredited in those months since I
Mm.
looked? Sure. That is my opinion from my research. It's just my
Yes.
opinion. Do your own research.
It's my opinion. That's funny. All right.
All right.
Mm,
Sorry, did we make you lose your
my
spot?
As
no,
usual.
this one is just okay. So, last one. During my apprenticeship, I worked at a funeral home said to be haunted by an old funeral director associate assistant who had a heart attack in the building and died. All he ever did was mess with the chapel lights, and if you called him out something like, "John, the family is coming," please don't. They would return to normal.
Mm.
Not really sure if I believe it was really haunted, but saying something always fixed the issue, so I kept doing it the entire time I was there.
Yeah.
So that
Gaslight.
one was just a
Gaslight.
short one. Yeah,
But just like talking to them made them stop.
made
Like,
them quit
yeah,
the
the family's
activity.
coming. Like, you can't be
Like,
doing
you
these
can't be
shenanigans.
doing all these shenanigans, flickering the lights.
Quit your shit.
Quit your shenan
Like, how respectful.
Nosferatu.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like, I'll scare you, but if the family's coming, I don't want to, like, interfere with the
we don't need none of that.
services.
Yeah.
Aw, heartwarming.
Aw.
Yeah. All right. And that's all
Alright.
for it.
Thanks, Greg. Those were
Those were really
Yeah.
good. You found some banger ones.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Slay.
Mm.
Yes.
All right. Who's next?
You want to go next?
I can go next. I've got my thing open.
All right.
This is from Turtly Awkward on the Reddit. It's called Graveyard Shift in a Funeral Home.
Ooh.
Hi. So I work overnight in a funeral home. My shift starts at 7 p.m. and I get off at 6 a.m. We've had some creepy things happen and I am loving it.
That's so fun.
I wanted to share it all with somebody, but didn't know who. So here are a few things. This one happens quite often. Outside the prep room, the place in the funeral home where we embalm bodies, we will hear footsteps pacing the hallway. At any given point, there are no more than 4 people in the building on a normal night. So for 2 people to be in the prep room and hear this while everybody else is in the first calls would rule out footsteps belonging to anybody.
Mm-hmm. Yes, they'll get death calls and have to go out and pick up the bodies.
Yeah.
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 For those of you who don't know,
People always be dying.
they do. It doesn't matter what time it is. Death waits for no one.
Exactly. This one also happens maybe 2 to 3 times a week. The door in my office will slam shut. The other day, for example, I walked through the office door after getting a drink from our break room and went to our dressing area, and the door literally slammed shut behind me. It also happens when I'm at my desk and totally alone in the funeral home.
That's fun.
That's fun. The hallway outside my office, with the door that slams shut, I can also hear footsteps pacing back and forth. I tend to just close my office door when I'm working so I don't have to hear it all. They're just like, I'm going to just ignore you. Back to the prep room. One night, I was chatting with 2 other coworkers outside the prep room. We had just finished embalming some people and were taking a bit of a break before cleaning up and disinfecting and sterilizing everything. We are all standing around outside the door and hear something hit the far wall of the prep room and then hit the ground.
Oh my.
Me being me, I went to investigate. That's us. We always say we're going to be the first to die in a horror movie. And it was our trocar button tool. But the last person to use it, we all saw him set the tool down on his prep table about 30 feet away from the wall that it hit before dropping to the ground. So they chucked it.
Someone's pissed.
Another thing in the prep room that I didn't personally experience, but my coworker on the other shift swears by, is that he was prepping somebody while he was alone in the building, and the phone on the wall started dialing out. The phone dialed a funeral home in Missouri, the same funeral home that the person on the prep table was going to be shipped to.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
They're like, come get me.
I'm ready to go.
Look, I'm all embalmed. Let's go, bitches.
Pitter patter.
Let's skedaddle.
Last one. This happened last night, actually. We have industrial yellow cabinets that our flammable fluids are stored in. On top of these cabinets are plastic bins that we will put babies in before going to the cooler. That way they can be more protected.
Okay, that's nice.
Anyway, all of our bins fell off the top cabinet. There were 3 of us in the building. I was coming around the corner when I saw it. One person was in the prep room, and the closest person to the cabinet was easily 30 feet away. I love my job.
Oh.
So that's the end of this one. Then we have Radiant Reception 908, also on the Reddit. And this is called Weird Funeral Home Experience. I work for a cleaning company, and we mostly do residential homes, but we have a few buildings we take care of as well. We clean for this local family chain of funeral homes weekly, and one of the buildings is a lot stranger than the other. I get the weirdest feeling whenever I enter the building, and I constantly feel like I have to look behind me because it feels like I'm being watched. The workers here are super friendly, and they're always just in their office. They have never once hovered in the nearly 4 years I've worked here. One day, I cleaned all the areas that are for grieving: bathrooms, kitchens, casket display room. And I moved to the back where the staff bathroom, flower delivery room, and kitchen area are. Back in this area, there is also the entrance to their mortuary. It is not uncommon for them to have caskets out ready to be wheeled into the display room if a funeral is starting shortly after I leave. When I was cleaning the bathroom, I had my back to the door while cleaning the front outside of the toilet, and I get this weird sense that I'm being watched. So I turn around and I see a man looking at me. After a few seconds, he walks away. So I jump up and look out the door down the long hall, and he wasn't there.
Ooh.
The weird part about this is that he wasn't a worker, as I have seen and met all of their staff, and he wasn't in uniform. He also wasn't a flower delivery man because there were no flowers in the delivery room. He couldn't have been a funeral guest because they had no funerals or appointments coming in for the day. He made me so scared. I haven't been alone there since. There are other instances where workers have been freaked out there too. One coworker said she was vacuuming the long hallway in the back where they have a rack of jackets, and they just started swaying at random and not gently swaying.
Mm.
The other weird thing about this is that the other building doesn't have the filling or any weird stories like this. And we've had a contract with this company for a long time. The other building is almost light filling. Like, I haven't looked over my shoulder once while there. Anyways, this happened to me a while ago, but I still think about it. It was so strange after going through the subreddit, I felt that I need to share.
Well, thank you for sharing.
Yes, edit. I also think it's important to note that the bathroom I was in is right next to the mortuary, followed by a long hallway.
Mm-hmm. That is important.
Yes. Okay. Then we've got one by Pixel Cutter on your ghost stories. Actually, first, what would you guys do if there was a man staring at you while you were cleaning the toilet?
Are you gonna fucking help?
Get down here. You scrub.
If you're gonna sit and watch, you better help or leave.
Yes.
Or pay me to watch me clean.
Some people do.
Hey.
We don't kink shame here.
No. And, as long as I can keep my clothes on, because no one wants to see me without clothes on, I could clean and you could watch me clean for extra
Yeah.
more than like you would usually make just being a cleaning person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched Dead Like Me?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
There's this mild-mannered, office lady called, I think it's Doris.
Mm-hmm.
Or,
No.
it's
Something like that.
Herbig. Something Herbig.
Dolores
Dolores
Herbig.
Herbig.
I don't know if she's that mild-mannered. She's kind of wild.
Well, she seems that way
Yes,
at first. And there's this episode where the main character goes to her house because she got kicked out of her house that wasn't actually her house because she's dead, etc.
It's her family's home.
Yes.
Where her mom lives.
And so she's staying with this woman, and she's like, "Why are there cameras everywhere?" And Dolores is like, "Oh, let me show you my little side business." And it's literally just like these men paying to watch her live her life.
I mean, I could do that. You guys are going to see lots of stuff you don't want to see. Hear me sing a lot to the animals.
Yes, yes.
Talk to them.
Yes. Sing them little songs. If you haven't watched Dead Like Me, though,
It's good.
it's good. Go watch
It's
it.
good.
Dolores Herbig, as in
Her big brown eyes. Yes. I need to rewatch that.
I've watched it a few times.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Yellow Ball by Pixel Cutter on yourghoststories.com. I used to pick up deceased people from several mortuaries out of homes and hospitals and deliver the deceased to the mortuary where the arrangements were to be made for them. There was this one mortuary that also had a cemetery that I was told by employees had seen the ghost of a little girl late at night in that cemetery. I really never believed in tales such as that, but I was curious at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Every mortuary has their tales of something odd they have seen or heard. I bought a yellow rubber 12-inch in diameter ball to carry around with me just in case I had a call to drop off at that mortuary again late at night. I figured children like to play, so I was going to use the ball as a means to communicate with her.
Lure out the children.
Come get into my van, child.
I've got puppies and candy.
The next time I went to the mortuary after dropping off the deceased, I drove out into the cemetery grounds. I parked the van and got out with the yellow ball. I threw it out into the cemetery and waited. Nothing happened. After waiting for 15 minutes, so I walked out to where I threw the ball, but I couldn't find it.
Oh.
I gave up looking for it, so I drove out to the cemetery gate to leave. When I was about 50 yards from the gate, I nearly crapped my pants seeing the yellow ball roll out into the driveway in front of me.
You got your wish.
You got
Nope.
your wish. I was so scared I could barely punch in the gate code to get out. My hand was shaking so bad.
I
That
thought
was
you were
the
gonna
same
say
day
I
I
was so
stopped
scared I
working
could
for the
barely
first call
punch.
service.
Ugh.
What, Craig?
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I was so scared I could barely punch.
I was so
Like,
scared I could barely
what?
punch.
Punch those ghosts.
No, I was so scared I could barely punch the gate code in. It made him quit. I wouldn't quit.
I wouldn't quit.
would-
He got what he wanted.
He did. He literally asked for that.
Yeah, he literally
brought the
brought
ball
a toy
for
play
that.
with ghosts.
Okay, last one.
Last one.
This is called Granny's Funeral Home by
Your granny had a funeral?
Slay.
Granny, your funeral home.
Granny. This is by Ali Logan on yourghoststories.com. I have been seeing things since I was a little girl. The farthest back I can remember would be when I was 6 years old, and I was awakened by small whispers and opened my eyes to be face to face with a dark shadow figure. I was always told that if I had a bad dream to just close my eyes and it would all go away. But after doing so, it was still there, and I knew this wasn't a dream. I have since then moved to another house, one much older. I sleep in our furnished basement and have had countless experiences. Knocking, whispers, touched, and hair standing on end. It feels like no matter where I go, it will always be there watching me. Although sometimes I can see actual people, but know that they are not alive.
Mm.
When I visit my granny's old funeral home, I see people I have never seen before. Just last night was a sleepless night when I stayed down there and I heard footsteps above me all night in the part that we are renovating. I heard not only one voice, but a conversation going on in the room outside of mine. After checking on my sleeping granny, I knew it wasn't her. I try and share these experiences with people here with little belief and support. However, I usually know when these experiences are going to occur. It's like the room shifts from a normal room to something much greater, and goosebumps appear all over my body. Sometimes during the night, I have dreams about people dying. A few times noticing that they are the people I see during an experience.
Oh.
I mentioned earlier that we are renovating upstairs at my granny's, and part of it including paint. This morning, when I went to finish my previous painting project, I kid you not, and my paintbrushes were moved to a complete separate room from where the painting is taking place. And it just so happens that the room where I found the paintbrushes were laid on my great aunt's room that passed away before I was born. She had started renovating when she had a sudden heart attack. After this, renovating stopped and the area became a storage area. I believe that she is back to help finish what she began. Although this sounds innocent, some of my experiences scare me, including my name being whispered and feelings of my hair being pulled,
Oh,
getting kicked in the back,
that's rude.
and a sick feeling in the pit of my stomach. I didn't know where else to go to share my experiences. I will report back with more, I'm sure, sooner than later. Thanks for reading.
Thanks for sharing.
Yeah.
Wow. I think you are very, gifted.
Yeah, you're very in tune
Yeah.
with the
Like
other
you have
side.
a
Yes.
body reaction before you even know that they're there.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's
thanks.
wild. Thank you.
That is wild. Thank you.
I tried to get Kaneen to stay in here today while we recorded, but he left.
He left.
Oh, Tanine.
I know. He's so sweet. Marilyn's not as sweet.
No.
Oh,
Marilyn
she's a
bites.
precious little fur
She is
goblin.
a precious little flying Himalayan hair goblin. Feral bedroom cat. Anyway, okay. Here we go. The one great uniter of us silly humans is we are all born and we all die. Those are the only two experiences we are guaranteed to share. What happens though when we refuse to leave the last place where we could see and be with our physical body before are buried or cremated. Well, I will tell you, it makes for some good stories about haunted funeral homes.
Slay.
Reddit came in clutch and delivered for us as per
Oh,
usual.
we have lost internet connection.
Are you guys still
Uh-oh.
there?
This may take a moment. Oh, we're back. We're back. We're back.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know
Okay.
how much we lost. Yeah. The
Okay.
internet's back.
Right
Okay.
after cremated.
Cremated. Right after
Oh,
cremated. Okay.
okay. Well, I will tell you, it makes for some good stories about haunted funeral homes. Reddit came in clutch and delivered for us as per usual.
Slay.
Yes. My experiences growing up in an extremely haunted funeral home as a child. This is from Reddit. I didn't include her Redditor name because it's like her real name, but I included her name here because she gave it.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. My name is Megan. I'm 35 years old and I grew up in Kentucky. Starting when I was about 5, my parents bought a funeral home. That's cool. It was well over 100 years old when they bought it. That's also cool.
That is also cool.
They owned and ran the funeral home, and it's a pretty large funeral home in my area. We lived in the upstairs area of the funeral home. They still own and operate the home to this day, and I visit pretty regularly and occasionally have experiences.
Ooh.
I had a very interesting childhood growing up. I'm just like seeing data from My Girl or
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
that movie.
That movie's so
I
sad.
know, just sobbing.
No.
Anyway, this is going to be a long read. As a child, I had many experiences every day, all the way up until I moved out at 19. She was just chronically haunted. Some were terrifying and some were comforting. Same girl. We had many resident spirits that just stayed around. Some were human, some definitely weren't human. Samesies. Each had its own personality and temperament. I still have experiences to this day when I go visit my parents. I think, is it just there or are you having experiences other places too? I need to know, Megan.
Megan.
Megan. The first experience I remember was when I was about 6 years old. I was sitting on the couch in one of the viewing rooms. Hi, Marilyn. What are you doing? And I got the feeling of being watched. I looked up and saw a woman standing in the corner of the room. She was a young woman in her mid-20s. She was wearing a black dress. She was very pale and had long red hair.
Ooh.
Black dress, red hair. She smiled and waved at me, then said, "Hello, little girl."
Ew. Hello,
I said
little
hello back,
girl.
and she smiled again, then disappeared. She would become known as Alice. She was the most extroverted and nice of the resident spirits in the funeral home. Oh my gosh.
She's fine. It's fine.
She's wild today. She was very talkative. I formed a very good relationship with her. She pretty much became like a second mother to me. Oh, that's
That is sweet.
She was the matriarch spirit of the in the funeral home. That's fun. Here's a summary of my experiences with her. I would see her almost every day, standing in corners or in the middle of a room. She was always smiling and she always said hello. When I would get off the school bus from school, she would always be standing there when I would walk in the door to greet me.
Aw.
Aw. She would smile and say hello, then she would ask how my day was.
That is
That
literally
is
so
really
sweet.
I would say hello and tell her about my day, then she would disappear. One time in high school, I snuck out to go to a party, and she appeared to my mother.
Oh, shit.
Frickin' Alex! Be cool, Alice! She appeared to my mother in her bedroom and told on me. I mean, okay.
Okay.
My mother was waiting up for me in the kitchen when I returned. She protected me from one of the darker non-human spirits that hung out in the embalming room.
Ooh.
The first time I wandered into the embalming room right after we moved in, I saw a spirit that definitely didn't seem human. Oh, God. It looked like a young girl that was wearing a gray t-shirt and black pants.
Okay,
Its
so like more
skin,
modern.
yeah, its skin was like scales. It was very reptilian looking. It had a forked tongue like a snake and red eyes.
What is
Ew.
that?
What?
Some sort of like
That's a lizard person.
yeah, a dead one.
A- Oh my god, alien ghosts! Holy
Reptilian
shit!
alien ghost.
Reptilian alien
We solved the
ghosts.
mystery.
We solved the mystery.
Yes. The first time I saw it, oh my god, you had to see it more than once? Woo! I had wandered into the embalming room for the first time. I was just exploring right after we moved in. I heard a loud growl and looked up, and it was just standing there staring at me. I was
Spooky.
paralyzed with fear. Then Alice appeared. It looked at her and kind of leaned its head to the side like a dog that's
like,
curious
I
about
hate
something.
it, like, tipped its head.
She told it to leave me alone, and it growled and took a step towards me. Alice then stepped in front of me, and this reptilian thing then looked absolutely terrified. Then Alice stuck her arm out, and this thing started to levitate and was choking.
Holy shit.
Oh
Alice is like,
She's using
my
the
gosh. Alice
force?
popped off. She's like, whoa.
wow. It looks like the Darth Vader choke. Alice then moved her arm to the side, and it flew into the wall and disappeared.
Holy cow.
Alice is a badass.
Alice is a
Pop up,
badass.
Alice.
After that, I wonder if Alice is really her guardian angel.
Oh my god.
I just got full body chills. I think she is.
I think she is.
Or like one of her guides. Like
Yes.
legit. It's not just a ghost hanging around the funeral home. She's special to you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. After that, Alice turned around, got on her knees in front of me, and told me to be careful, then disappeared. I don't know if Alice is human, but I'm not sure you guys can tell me what you think. We just did. She is seemingly very powerful. Now to give a summary of my experience with the reptilian spirit. The experience with Alice protecting me. Number 2, one time I saw it in one of the hallways, and it climbed up the wall onto the ceiling.
Oh,
Ew.
brother.
And just stared at me and growled, then disappeared. 3, I saw it every time I walked in or past the embalming room. It would just stand there and stare.
I'm so curious
And
about
what
this
is it?
lizard spirit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, some people, do you remember, tangent, Aunt Becky? She saw something like this. It was male, and it was when her son was really
The
struggling.
thing that was like, it would sit on the top of her fridge. Okay,
and like she saw it crawling, trying to get into her
Yes.
house, and then it finally did.
Mhm.
And then was there something about having to have her son go away because it was attached to him, like he was heavily using substances,
Yeah.
and when he left, it went with him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Ew.
There's a
What are
creepy
they?
crawly. What are they?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Tell us if you know.
Yeah, have you
If
had a
you know.
reptilian? You need to
Let a
send
girl
them to
know.
us.
It's like these are so like rare. I feel like.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay.
Send it to us. seancewithmysiblings@gmail.com.
Yes. It never tried to attack me. I think it was because Alice scared it to death. Hell yeah, Alice. Now to talk about the spirit that we called the Gray Man.
Ooh.
We would see him in the chapel. He was tall and wearing a gray suit and black tie. That feels like past funeral director energy.
Yeah.
Most of the time, he just stood there and he would wave. He was an older man. He never really bothered anybody. He typically just kept to himself. He was quite protective over the organ in the chapel.
Oh, maybe he was a organist.
Well, a lot of funeral directors can also play the organ. But
People
maybe
can
he was
do
just
more than one thing.
Mind blown.
I'm shook.
Yeah, we should be. Anyway, but who knows? Maybe he was just, yeah.
Maybe he just liked it.
Yeah. And maybe he was the organist for that funeral home. Let's see. There was a spirit of a little girl that hung out in the living room. She wore a pink dress and had long blonde hair. Most of the time, you would hear laughing, then she would appear in front of you and then run away and disappear. That's silly.
Yeah. She's like, peekaboo.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be
I would.
fine.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Then there was the spirit we called the General.
Ooh.
He was a young man that wore what looked like a military dress uniform from possibly the Civil War.
Oh.
He never really said anything. I wonder if he's attached to the land.
Maybe.
He never really said anything. to us, but he was always polite and would tip his hat. Oh, but this is an over 100-year-old funeral home. But still
It's gotta be
not
the
old enough. It's got to be the land. Yeah. There was an elderly couple, that we would sometimes see standing side by side. They were dressed in Victorian style clothes. That's just some of the experiences that my family and I have had. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Also, feel free to message me.
I think that you are haunted, and maybe you're also like, how did your family experience these things, or was it really just you?
Because
her mom saw Alice, but
I'm sure her family, if they were so strong and just appearing full body, either she is the only one that could see them and she could see them, but her mom saw Alice.
Yeah.
Did she see her, or was she just awoken and she didn't know why and like prompted to check on you? We need more details, Megan. Megan, please.
Give us the deets.
All right, so this is another short story that was left in the thread after Megan's tales.
Ooh.
Accurate Goose 7910. My first apartment was an old funeral home! Exclamation mark. Point, whatever. We lived up on the second floor and would hear someone walking around in my bedroom in the back of the house. When we were out in the living room, knocks on the walls, cabinets opening, etc. I kind of miss that place. Cheap rent, no other neighbors on or above my floor, and next to an old monastery turned apartments. That sounds
Nice.
badass.
Yeah.
And it's just like some knocking and silliness.
Yeah.
Nothing like too scary. Wow. People be haunted.
People do be haunted.
Mortuaries be haunted.
Would you guys live in a mortuary?
Hell yeah.
I would too. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes,
I also want to
would.
drive a hearse.
Absolutely.
Like one of the cool ones.
Like from the night,
The
Cadillacs
old-
from the 1950s
yes.
that have the big fins. Trying to remember what Peter told me was the coolest year with the biggest fins. I want to say it's 55, but that's just my poor memory. I can't assure you that that's accurate. Anyway,
I'm on it.
like Kylie mentioned earlier, we have socials.
We do.
We have an email.
Mhm.
Everything. Seance with my siblings.
Yes.
Yes.
Send us your ghost stories, please.
Please, please, please.
Please,
Por
please.
favor, to seancewithmysiblings@gmail.com. You can watch Marilyn be a menace to society
A
on
menace.
YouTube. We also have TikTok, Instagram, if you're into that sort of thing.
If you're into haunted dolls, we have a lot of fun haunted doll videos on our TikTok and our YouTube shorts, if we remember to put them on YouTube shorts.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Yes.
Like and subscribe. Smash that
like button.
Rate and review. Every bit helps us. Please help other spooky people find us.
Yes. We say this jokingly, but like, oh God.
For all seriousness.
Yeah.
Please,
Yeah.
for the love of God, help us.
Reshare. Share.
All right.
Thank you all.
Okey-dokey.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Wave at the microphone. We haven't said that in a while.